Today we're once again going to talk about anger management, and specifically today we're going to talk about some relaxation techniques or some, I think also probably breathing techniques and whatever there is going to come. There is no structure, so I haven't had a look at all the articles that I'm going to go through. I'm just going to click through the sites that I'm finding. The problem that I've seen is that it is quite obvious, often, and that I don't know, like there's not that many good tips, and I think boiled down it really comes to it just being about habits, because it is also a habit, just outbursting and just throwing things and stuff like that, which I've also done, by the way. These are just habits, and I think we should rather talk about habits than explicitly anger management things, because it is a habit, it is a pattern, it is something that we are always doing because of whatever thoughts that we're having in our fucking mind, and by restructuring that we could deal with that quite well, I guess. Controlled deep breathing and muscle relaxation. Your breathing rate and heart rate both increase when you become emotionally aroused. You can learn to reverse these increase by deliberately slowing your breathing and or systematically relaxing your tense muscles. Relaxing in this manner will help you to maintain control. You may find yourself breathing quick, shallow breaths when you are upset. Allow this shallow, just only breathing to continue will only exacerbate your anger. Instead, take action to redirect your breathing and relax your muscles so that you will calm down. Set aside at least 15 minutes in which to do this exercise. Less time than this will not likely be beneficial. But I mean, if you are in a very fucked up situation, like being very angry, do you have 15 minutes? I don't know. Slow breathing. Start your relaxation efforts by taking several slow and deep breaths in a row, each time taking care to exhale for twice as long as you inhale. So, each time taking care to exhale twice as long as you inhale. Count slowly to 4 as you breathe in, and then breathe out slowly as you count to 8. As you do this, notice when the air in your lungs is going. Open your lungs and breathe deeply across the lungs' full range. Your breath should enter your belly first, then your chest, and finally your upper chest just below your shoulders. Feel your ribs expand as your lungs expand. Pay attention to how your ribs return to their original location as you exhale completely, and continue this breathing pattern for several minutes, returning immediately to normal breathing it at any time you feel odd or out of breath. Yes, and let's call it like the 4-8 technique, and there's also like the 7-11 technique, that you breathe in for like 7 seconds and you breathe out for 11 seconds. And like there's just multiple of them. I think there's also like a 5-6-7 or something, or 5-4-7, something like that you breathe in for 5 seconds, then you hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then you exhale for 7 seconds or something like that. Like there's just really a lot of them. Anger frequently manifests in the form of muscle tension. This tension can collect in your neck and shoulders, which may remain tense long after your anger is gone. If your neck is tense, continue with the exercise by slowly and gently, and we mean gently, roll your head toward one shoulder and then towards the other. You know what I do? I really bend my neck until I hear this crack, and then I'm fine for like just 3 hours or something. And then towards the other. Coordinate your head roll with your breathing. Roll your head gently to one side as you exhale, back to the center as you inhale, and to the other side as you exhale again. Carefully repeat this technique several times until you feel the muscles in your neck relax a little. Yeah. I think yes. In the end, it really can as well be boiled down to, okay, you just need to do something to get your mind right or straight once again, because when we are angry, we do just think in not very rational terms, and by doing something like relaxing and by breathing, we're just forgetting about it quite. And as I'm thinking about it, like the thing is, if you feel like angry and you're doing this, you're doing these breathing exercises, then it is just the exact same thing that I've been talking about before. Like, it is all about habits, and we exchange habits, we don't break habits. So the thing is, we had the habit, for example, of, okay, when I'm angry, I'm gonna burst out and I'm gonna throw things, I'm gonna throw words, and I'm gonna just be violent or whatever. But then you're just being like, well, when I'm angry, then I'm gonna breathe. you're just exchanging this habit of, okay, I'm gonna be violent and a piece of shit, with I'm gonna breathe, or just muscle relaxation techniques or whatever it might be. And it is quote unquote as easy as it sounds. We just exchange things. But I think the problem is, and also for me, and noticing that, is that if you're getting angry, just the time in between being angry and the outburst and the action and the response is crucial. If you can step back in this time, then everything is fine. But if you can't, then it is fucked up, because you're gonna probably burst out. And this is, I think this is actually a thing to quite work on, at least for me personally. But yeah, progressive muscle relaxation. If relaxation techniques alone don't work, try this opposite, or the opposite. Tighten and tense the stressed muscle for a slow count of 10 and then release them. Be sure to release your tight muscles immediately if you feel any pain. Well, yeah. The second step is move from one muscle group to the next until you have treated each section of your body to a cycle of tension and release. With a little practice, you can work your way down your entire body in a few minutes. Tensing and then relaxing your muscles can sometimes help you to achieve a better quality relaxation than relaxation alone. And I think it also makes sense. So I'm actually going to highlight these things so that you can have them in the PDF for free in the description or in the show notes if you're on the podcast, so that you're having everything in one place. And I also hope that I'm going to put everything into the description link-wise, so that you can check out this site and all the other sites that we are now going to go through. So anger management techniques. And you're probably going to see what I mean, that they are quite obvious from time to time. Let's actually have a look at this one. I think I've already had a look at this one, but in my leisure time. Think before you speak. Yeah, good advice. Thank you. I just noticed that as well. But yeah, in the heat of the moment, it is easy to say something you'll later regret. Take a few moments to collect your thoughts before saying anything and allow others involved in the situation to do the same. Yeah, but it is problematic. And I've seen it actually yesterday, that the time between, okay, something happening and my response is so fucking shallow, it's so fucking small, that it is like, fuck, man. Can I really just do something between there? I don't know. It's fucked up. The second, once you're calm, express your anger. And I think this is actually a very good point. As soon as you're thinking clearly, express your frustration in an assertive but non-confrontational way. So once again, we are exchanging the violence and the being a piece of shit and the being an asshole with controlled things. And it is also something that is pointed out quite often, which is, okay, search for another outlet, do something else, go for a walk, work out, do something else to deal with your anger. And it should really be about dealing with your anger. It should not be holding your anger within you. Because this is also something that I've read, I think, yesterday, this is only as well going to lead to more outbursts, or a severe outburst, if you're just trying to keep it in. But you can express it, you can say something. You can, you could play with your fingers. You could play with a ring if you're having one. You could start hyperventilating. I don't know if this is something suggestible or recommendable, but yeah. Get some exercise, yes. Take a time out, of course. I think this is a very good one, even though not always suitable to every situation. Like, okay, I'm gonna go for a walk. No, I'm your boss and I'm saying you're not gonna go for a fucking walk, for example. So it is fucked up. Identify possible solutions. Instead of focusing on what made you mad, work on resolving the issue at hand. Does your child's messy room drive you crazy? Close the door. Is your partner late for dinner every night? Schedule meals later in the evening. Yes. Don't fucking blame things. Don't fucking complain, because we in the end have fucking things in control, and this is also something to think about. By the way, yesterday I've been recording anger management using Stoicism. The philosophy, if you don't know about it, it's a very great philosophy. I'm a very big advocate of it. And there's a lot of interesting thoughts, and it is more or less, I think it is way more helpful than just relaxation techniques, kind of, because they are more or less talking about, like, yeah, you're getting angry, but why do you even get angry? Like, there's no way why you should be. I mean, there's something happening, but thinking about it in a different light and thinking about it and also viewing it in a different way is going to lead you to just recognizing, okay, I don't actually have to be fucking angry about that. I don't have to lose my temper. I don't have to do that. Stick with I statements. To avoid criticizing or placing blame, which might only increase tension, use I statements to describe the problem, which is, I think, a very good point. Blaming yourself and not complaining, not blaming anybody else. Also, because if you're blaming yourself, then you are in fucking control. If you're like, well, it is Johnny's fault, then fucking Johnny has to do something before something can happen. But if you say it is my fault, then you are in charge. You can do something, which is fucking amazing, because you can always do something when you want to do something. And you don't have to wait for fucking Johnny. This piece of shit. I'm sorry if you just called Johnny. I don't mean it in that way. Don't hold a grudge. Forgiveness is a powerful tool, yes. I love forgiveness. I don't think that there's any sensical reason why you should actually be holding something in you, why you should be angry at somebody for longer periods of time. Of course, people do fucked up shit, but I don't know, like, it's only gonna make my life worse if I'm just constantly grumpy about it or just whatever. And also for the other person, it's not gonna just make anything better. If you allow anger and other negative feelings to crowd out positive feelings, you might find yourself swallowed up by your own bitterness and sense of injustice. But if you can forgive someone who angered you, you might both learn from the situation and strengthen your relationship. On the other hand as well, I do want to point out that it is totally fine to, from time to time, just feel bad and feel sad. And, you don't have to feel good all the fucking time. And I think it is also a very good thing to sometimes feel bad and also let that happen to you. And it is something that I've seen in myself as well. Like, sometimes I just need to be sad and sometimes I need to just not be in a good mood, and don't feel like, well, I have to be happy. Don't just, I shouldn't allow those negative feelings to suppress my positive ones. It is fine. It really is fine. And I think just complaining about that, being bad and feeling bad and judging that is as well just only going to make it worse. So it is what it is. But you shouldn't also be like extending the period of time that you are feeling bad, just unnecessarily or consciously or something. But yeah, anyway. Use humor to release tension. Lightening up can help diffuse tension. Use humor to help you face with what's making you angry and possibly any unrealistic expectations you have for how things should go. I think it is once again just a way to do something else, to not be angry, but just being humorous about it. Just making a joke and whatnot. Practice relaxation skills. Know when to seek help. Another thing to really keep in mind is, and I've actually figured it out, I don't know how, unfortunately. Well, by the way, I should let it open because I forgot about it. Meditation. Meditation can really help you because it is strengthening the bond between the rational and irrational mind, or the subconscious and the conscious mind, which means that, and it is something that I've seen as well, and I hope that I'm not going to talk about this for too long, but I've seen that I'm just able to stay quite calm in just, intense situations for some people, but they're not that intense for me because I've been meditating for 2 years now. I'm not sure, maybe even 3. I'm not quite sure. But I kind of feel like that I'm able to just see the rationality in irrational things easier and more often. I don't know. I could also just be like, okay, I'm a superhuman being. I don't know if it is this, but let's actually have a look at it. Meditation, subconscious. Access your subconscious mind. Of course, there's going to be a lot of claims. Chart how meditation releases your subconscious mind. You possess an ocean of unconscious subconscious mind power. Dive in with meditation. Click to expand below infographic to full screen view. Well, let's do it. Okay. Conscious mind, subconscious mind. Oh, I didn't know about the unconscious mind, by the way. Well, I actually didn't know, but I thought that there's only the subconscious mind. Well, anyway. So in your conscious mind, you're, for example, having willpower, educated mind, intellectualism, stress source, planning, beliefs, logic, Logic, yes, you're having that there. Mini processor, critical thought, negative self-talk, thinking mind. Well, negative self-talk is definitely a fucking conscious mind bullshit. And it is, by the way, beta brain waves, whereas the subconscious mind is alpha and theta brain waves, and the unconscious mind is delta brain waves. Google is it binaural or binaural beats? There are some brain waves that you can listen to that are beta, alpha, theta, and delta. And they all do something different, either make you sleepy or claim to make you sleepy. Maybe this can really help you to get into some sort of state that can, yes, help you. Through meditation, anatomy of the mind, meditation gives you access to your mind's most powerful layers. So through meditation, they say that you can tap into your subconscious mind, which is including, yes, incredibly smart, apparently, visualization, life solutions, deep thought, incredibly powerful, self-healing, super processor, allows you to break mental barriers, tells you to relax, discover, and deepest passion. Harnessing this power can dramatically change your life. Well, okay, well. And then the unconscious mind, which is the highest self, the core of who you are, automatic function, which is, I think, your heart and stuff like that, isn't it? Kind of sounds to be a little bit like just dangerous, to be honest. Anyway, 3 overly simplistic subconscious, unconscious mind functions: memory storage, data filtering. So then, why is meditation the world's very best deep mind training technique, allowing us quick, easy, and ready access to the massive creativity, deep insight, and super valuable information tucked under the blanket of our conscious mind? You know, it sounds very easy. It is not. So in order to bring your subconscious mind or unconscious mind layers to the surface, you must float the iceberg. Since meditation is in essence the process of digging down into the depths of your mind, session by session, your once inaccessible mind power becomes suddenly available to you, to your everyday waking consciousness. Your freshly upgraded superhuman subconscious opens up a whole new level of mind mastery. Well, it actually sounds like, okay, I want to sell something to you. And I don't really like that. Meditation and anger. Let's do it like this. Do, by the way, think that a lot of people do have problems with anger. There's actually a Psychology Today article stating, a new study shows brief meditation can reduce anger. Just 20 minutes can protect your body from the harmful effects of anger. Anger and frustration cause us to be stressed, activates our sympathetic nervous system, and produce shallower, faster breathing, a rapid heart rate, and raises blood pressure. The new study found that just one session of meditation reduced the physical signs of anger, even in people new to meditation. Researchers examined 15 people, which is not that many, new to meditation, and 12 experienced meditators and measured their physical responses, including blood pressure and breathing rate. But after only 20 minutes of meditation, people who had never done meditation before had a much calmer and more relaxed physical response when asked to re-experience anger. I see. I'm actually going to highlight that. And this one, just to have it. The ability to be less reactive on a physical and emotional level is something we have the power to change about ourselves regardless of our level of experience. Repeated, consistent practice of meditation enhances our ability to cope and sit with negative emotions like anger without reacting. As Tara Branch says, through practice we're able to learn to respond and not react. This study showed that meditation, even a short one-time session, can help us along the path. Try our short, simple meditation, 20 minutes, similar to the one in the study. Find a comfortable seated position, close your eyes, or if you want to keep your eyes open slightly, you can stare at the ground a few feet away from you. Rest your hands on your thighs, focus on the area a few fingers below your navel. What is a navel? I don't know what a fucking navel is. Belly button. A few fingers below. Take a smooth, slow breath in and count each inhale and exhale from 1 to 10 and then back down to 1. Example, inhale for 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, and so on. Let thoughts come and go. Do not hold on to any particular thoughts. If your thought interrupts your counting, come back to your breath and reset your counting again at 1. Just do it like this or just download some app. I really like Headspace and I've been using it for quite some time. I think in total 33 hours or something. Even though I've just really not been using it recently that much, but I've downloaded it once again because I thought, well, let's check it out. But I wanna, meditation for anger. There's actually the Headspace website. There's actually one, I think it is even a course, but one single as well, so one meditation as well for anger. But yeah, guided meditation for anger, how to control anger issues, mastering emotion. Meditation, connection with higher self to the universe. What the fuck? Guided meditation? Well, anyway, I do wanna anger management techniques. I do wanna have a look at one other article for the sake of one other article. I do have gone through all of them before in my leisure time. Anger management strategies to keep anger at bay. Have I actually? No, I think simple relaxation tools such as deep breathing and relaxation imagery can help calm down angry feelings. There are books and courses that can teach you relaxation techniques, and once you learn the techniques, you can call upon them in any situation. Some simple steps you can try. Breathe deeply from your diaphragm. I think I've already went through this. in the other episode, yeah. Maybe this one. Let's have a look. Helpguide.org. Anger management. He looks angry. Understanding anger. Effects of anger. Not that good. Explore what's really behind your anger. Yes, I think very important because I think most often it is not really about anger. It is like frustration, not being able to do something you really want to do. So think through the situation. But as I said, I think it is more or less about just stepping back, how to step back, how to not respond directly. Be aware of your anger warning signs. Knots in your stomach. Let's actually highlight these things. And this one. I think it makes sense. So knots in your stomach, clenching your hands or jaw, breathing faster, headaches, pacing or needing to walk around, seeing red. No, I haven't said anything, Siri. I don't see an app for that. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Please go away. Thank you. Okay. And it went away. Sometimes it's working. Well, anyway. Tip 3, identify your triggers. Yes, people, situations, whatever. Learn ways to cool down quickly. Focus on a physical sensation of anger. Take some deep breaths. Get moving. Use your senses. Stretch or massage. Yes, this is slowly count to 10. Once again, as I said, it is just ways to kind of distract yourself, I think. This is the right word. I've been searching for it. Find healthy ways to express your anger. Yeah, good idea. Always fight fair. Make the relationship your priority. Focus on the present. Be willing to forgive. Take 5 if things get too heated. Tip 6, stay calm by taking care of yourself. If your stress levels are through the roof, you're more likely to struggle controlling your temper. Yes, and also sleep. Get enough sleep. Exercise regularly. Be smart about alcohol and drugs. Yeah. Also a very good idea. Use humor to relieve tension. We've heard it before. Recognize if you need professional help. Yes. But what about how to step back? How does... And now I get some basketball tutorials. Before you react, question mark. I don't know. The art of taking a step back. Actually a very long episode today. React. The art of taking a step back. A step back allows you to cool down intense emotions. Yes, this is what we want to do. A step back allows you to redirect your current path. Yeah. Can I just get tips? The art of taking, listen to this article. Thank you. Respond versus react. How to keep your cool in times of stress. Mindfulminutes.com. Reactions are instinctual and stem from the subconscious mind. There's no filtering process when you react in a situation. You're returning on autopilot. Responses are more thoughtful. Take the space when you're triggered. Well, yeah, I don't really think that I'm... PLA. Pause, label your reaction, and ask yourself why. This is actually very good. I'm gonna highlight it. Oh, there's something. It's place. And choose a skillful response and empower yourself. I'm actually gonna highlight this one. I think it is cool. There's actually some Viktor Frankl things. So, and this is where I'm gonna end the episode. So thank you very much for listening and or watching. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I wish you best health, of happiness, and also success, and also hope that you're going to remind yourself you're going to be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person and then being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. 3 other questions that I have for you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change, and what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is cool. One other question that I'm having for you is: what could you particularly say that is really going to change somebody's life? Because I totally believe that we all can do something like that. We all should. So yeah, I'm gonna see you. Bye-bye. Thank you.